Okay, so this is part 2 of that instructional video or tutorial on how to start this summative assessment confidently. I know I already showed you how to do 2 layers of these holes. You already know how. I am going to do 3 layers, and then the fourth one you'll have to figure out based on the process. You should be able to figure it out on your own. So I'm adding darker value into this second layer. Then I'm going to use a paper towel wrapped around my finger to smudge it. You can use a tissue, or if you want to get really careful, you can use a Q-tip. Any of those things work just fine. I'm going to take this out just a little bit more toward the center of that blob. And then here's my paper towel. I have it around my finger, and I'm just going to spread toward the center of that blob on the second layer. As long as you do one layer at a time, this project is relatively simple. It doesn't take any advanced drawing techniques. It only requires your careful and patient attention to what you're doing. And you want to be really careful not to get any on these bridges here. You want these bridges to stay as clean as possible, because erasing them will take that first set of values off. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and start the other layer 2 blobs, and then I will come back and show you what to do for layer 3. Okay, now I have put all of the value on the second layer, and I'm going to begin the third layer with making more of these holes or blobs. So one tip is to put a white sheet of paper under your hand to prevent the smudging of the pencil you already put down when you're shading or when you're drawing these little blob things. So I'm going to draw another set of blobs. I'm going to hold my pencil far away instead of using that paper. And these are bridges as well now, including this. So we're going to draw one blob here, skip over that bridge, and move it to there. And then I'll do another one. See how I'm skipping over bridges? So I'll draw another one here, skip over that bridge. This one is going to be big, just so I can skip over 2 bridges and show you what would happen if you have 2 different layers there. So now I have 2. I'm going to continue drawing these and come back. Okay, so I've drawn all the blobs for all the organic shapes for the third layer. Now this third layer, I'm going to try for an even darker value. I'm not going to try to go as dark as possible. I'm going to try for a little bit lighter than the darkest I can go. I'm going to save the darkest I can go for the fourth layer. So to do that, you just have to, let me finish that one. You just have to press down a little harder on your pencil, not as hard as you can. I'm starting with the first one that I made, just so I can stay organized. I don't have the paper under my hand right now because I don't have this hand on the paper. But as soon as you have to do this, put a piece of paper under your hand to keep it clean. Then I will continue this. And this is not as hard or as dark as this pencil will go. I'm being really careful when I get close to those bridges because I don't want to mess them up. Because if you have to erase on top of one of those bridges, you're going to ruin the value. And it's effortful. That means a lot of effort to get the value correct again without making a spot. Either a spot that's too light or a spot that's too dark. So I'll continue doing this. And I'll come back. Well, I want to show you when I smudge it too. I'll continue doing this for all of these and show you the end result in the third video. Maybe I don't need a third video. This might be all I have to do, because the fourth layer you're going to do on your own. You'll do it the exact same way, except you will use the darkest value you can with that pencil. Okay? See? Third layer.